LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, two surefire Hall of Famers with completely different careers. I don't think many of us understand how rare it is for two players of LeBron James and Kobe Bryant's legendary caliber to be playing in the league for the same time, and even dueling against each other for a portion of each other's primes. For those who weren't watching basketball at the time, LeBron James and Kobe Bryant were one of the most entertaining rivalries of the 2000s to the early 2010s. And in this rivalry, we essentially saw a passing of the torch from one legendary player to another. I remember getting heated with some of my friends as we would debate Kobe Bryant versus LeBron James. And bear in mind, this is before LeBron had any success in the playoffs. If you think about it, there was a legitimate argument back then. I was lucky to be able to watch many of these games live as a kid in high school, which is why I wanted to share their epic duels with you guys. These duels would begin with a Kobe Bryant who was in the peak of his prime, coming off of 3 straight championship victories as just a 24-year-old, with a lust to prove that he does not need Shaquille O'Neal to win. When LeBron James entered the NBA, there was absolutely no doubt in anyone's mind who the real king of the NBA was. And that wasn't King James, that was Kobe Bean Bryant. So I asked you guys on an Instagram live recently if you would want to see a series that would highlight some of the most epic duels in NBA history. And this is what you guys requested from that live stream. So as a result, I went in and analyzed every NBA game that featured the Black Mamba and King James, alongside the context that the games were being played in. So first, let's talk about the basic stats when it comes to this Hall of Fame matchup. Kobe Bryant and LeBron James played each other in 22 games throughout their careers. Unfortunately for us, none of these games were NBA Finals games because of this guy. Kobe Bryant was between the ages of 25 and 37, while LeBron James was between the ages of 19 and 31 during this rivalry. These games had an incredible dramatic element because Kobe was clearly trying to cling on to his crown as the king of the NBA, whereas LeBron James was coming for what's rightfully his. The first time Kobe Bryant and LeBron James met on the court was on January 12, 2004. Kobe was in the middle of his final season with Shaq in a star-studded but old lineup that featured Karl Malone and Gary Payton. LeBron was in the midst of his rookie season and fresh off of his 19th birthday. My man couldn't even drink yet. But despite that, the Lakers would win, but it wouldn't be much of a duel, as Kobe Bryant scored 10 points off of 38% shooting and grabbed 5 rebounds, while LeBron scored 16 points off of 30% from the field, dished 7 assists, and grabbed 5 rebounds, while also turning over the ball 6 times. Kobe only played for 17 minutes that game as he was working his way back from a shoulder injury that he re-aggravated after receiving surgery. The next time these two would meet would be 1 year later on January 13, 2005, in significantly different circumstances. Kobe Bryant's team looked completely different. For one, Phil Jackson was gone, replaced by Rudy Tomjanovich. Shaq was gone too, replaced by, well, originally Vlade Divac, but he got injured, so he got replaced by Chris Mim. That's not to say that LeBron James had the greatest team around him ever, but this game was extremely lopsided. Kobe played for 6 minutes and shot 50% from the field while scoring 2 points before spraining his right ankle during the first quarter of the game. While LeBron scored 28 points off of 46% from the field, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. Want to guess who would win? Well, the Lakers would, 98-94. My guess is it's because LeBron's starting lineup looked like this. And to be honest, I don't even know who Jeff McInnis and Ira Newell is. But in this game, we saw 20-year-old LeBron James begin to scratch the surface of his potential. They would meet a month later in a fairly underwhelming game on February 13, 2005, where both the Lakers and the Cavs were competing for ping pong balls in the 2005 NBA Draft Lottery. For the ultimate prize, this guy. Kobe would score 26 points off of 32% shooting, but he was able to sink 11 free throws to pad his stats, whereas LeBron would score 25 points off of 40% shooting. LeBron also had 8 rebounds, 9 assists, and 3 steals. But the real story of the night was Zydrunas Ilgauskas' 30 points that carried the Cleveland Cavaliers to a 103-89 victory. Up until this point, most of these duels have shown flashes of greatness, but none of them have really lived up to the hype. But that would all change in 2006. 2006 was a huge year for both Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. LeBron James would average 31 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists in a year that was undoubtedly his breakout year. In his age 21 season, my man could finally drink. Meanwhile, Kobe Bryant went on a scoring tear this year, averaging 35.4 points per game. But I believe this would not have been possible if it were not for this game.
Several of these games since returning from the two-game suspension as Gooden gets inside.
McMillan really bothering San Antonio.
Bryant going, and James. You can see Kobe's eyes lighting up.
He's very aggressive. He can shoot the ball. Good defender.
Bush Parker,
because he has established himself here in Los Angeles.
Kobe Bryant, the Lakers lead by 2. LeBron James beating the Lakers.
And there's the exchange that you could sense this crowd.
James penetrates. LeBron James. That hop skip moves.
His defense giving up that wide open look.
James on the stuff. Marshall from Bryant, played well by Newell, shoots over and scores at the buzzer. A 3 from Bryant, they'll review it. But there's no question he got it off. Back with that rock, here comes LeBron James with a second to go in the half. Parker from earlier tonight, the Pistons beat the Spurs. Here's LaPorte. Here's LeBron. Banks it and scores. Ilgauskas, he's had the touch.
You see LeBron James covering Kobe.
And Bryant able to hit over James using the screen. So the Lakers now lead 95. James, he's double teamed. Ilgauskas with 5 on the shot clock. So Trillis, Ilman. Bryant. Yes. So Bryant putting moves on James. Here's Bryant. Yes. Put on the line. It's a 2-point shot. 97.
And Cleveland with one remaining.
Damon Jones off the inbound. Here's James. James twisting his way heading through the foul with 26% free throw shooter. And he brings the Cavaliers 10 seconds left. And James missed by 1. They certainly would have preferred. Here's James putting the move on Bryant to the fadeaway.
In a game that saw Kobe Bryant hit 3 straight go-ahead baskets in the last minute and a half of the game, LeBron James would have an opportunity to tie the game where he would miss 1 free throw and miss a game-winning basket off of a clean look. This would result in one of the earliest criticisms of LeBron James's game, where people would begin questioning LeBron's ability as a finisher. I know that we look back at this now and say LeBron was just trying to get his teammates involved in the last minute and a half of the game, and that was seen as good basketball. But at the time, it was considered passive to defer to the likes of Zydrunas Ilgauskas and Drew Gooden in the last minute and a half of the game. These weren't even set up plays. He kind of just fed them the ball and watched them go to work. The Lakers would go on to win 99-98 in a game that saw Kobe score 27 points off of 43% shooting, while LeBron would score 28 points on 50% from the field. LeBron would also add 9 assists to his stat line, and the two would meet again 2 months later on March 19th, 2006. In a game that saw Kobe Bryant score 38 points in a clear "I'm a one-man team" fashion, LeBron James would get the victory in this one, although it would be really ugly. LeBron would score 28 points on 10 of 24 shooting, 8 assists, and 7 turnovers. Kobe would miss a chance to win the game by missing a 3-pointer at the buzzer, and Flip Murray would hit his clutch free throws to put the game away for the Cavs. Zydrunas Ilgauskas would score 25 points, and Murray also aided LeBron with 21 points. The Cleveland Cavaliers would win 96-95, and they would not meet the Los Angeles Lakers until nearly a year later in February of 2007, a year that saw these two Hall of Famers play twice in 4 days. Kobe would go off for 36 points off of 50% shooting in his age 28 season, dishing out 6 assists as well. But he clearly couldn't carry the Lakers to a win at the Q. Meanwhile, LeBron scored 18 points, grabbed 8 rebounds, and dished 5 assists, but was 5 of 16 from the field, as the Cavs would beat the Lakers 99-90. But 4 days later, on February 15, 2007, we saw another high-scoring game between these two. In yet another close game that would see the Cavaliers winning, LeBron James would score 38 points on a ridiculously efficient 63% from the field, while Kobe would score 34 points off of 41% from the field. This would be the last time LeBron would face Kobe Bryant before carrying his Cavaliers to the 2007 NBA Finals. LeBron James was growing up right before our very eyes, and he was coming for Kobe Bryant's title as the best player in the league. At this point in the rivalry, the Kobe versus LeBron debates were beginning to spark, but they didn't reach their height until a year later. LeBron James and Kobe Bryant would meet 10 months later on December 20th, 2007, 5 days before Christmas. We would once again see the dominance of LeBron James in a game that saw LeBron score 33 points off of 41% shooting and Kobe Bryant scoring 21 points off of 36% shooting. The Cavaliers would beat the Lakers by 4, but the next game, they would play one another, and it would make for quite possibly one of their most epic duels of all time. January 27, 2008, in one of Kobe Bryant's final games with the likes of Kwame Brown, right before the Lakers pulled a heist for Pau Gasol, LeBron James and the 24-19 Cavaliers would travel to Staples Center to face Kobe Bryant and the 27-15 Lakers. This game was extremely exciting because it was finally a time where both Kobe and LeBron had severe playoff implications on the line. The Lakers were seen as a team that were on the cusp of pairing Kobe Bryant with one more star, which could result in an NBA championship. Kobe was bitter about the fact that the Lakers didn't trade Andrew Bynum for Jason Kidd or acquire Kevin Garnett from the Timberwolves to help him. LeBron, on the other hand, had a chip on his shoulder from being swept by the San Antonio Spurs in the previous NBA Finals. And although this all happened for the prior game as well, you didn't really see the anger in their faces until this game. In a game that would see LeBron James put up 41 points off of 50% shooting against Kobe Bryant's 33 points on 48% shooting, the Cleveland Cavaliers narrowly escaped Los Angeles with a win. And this was the time where many were beginning to hope for a Kobe Bryant and LeBron James NBA Finals. 5 days later, the Lakers would pull off the Pau Gasol heist, and the Lakers would go on to lose to the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. Kobe Bryant would go on to win his only MVP that season. With the Cavaliers and Lakers both making the NBA Finals in back-to-back seasons, it was only a matter of time before these two would meet in the NBA Finals. As a matter of fact, Nike was so sure about this meeting happening that they made a hilarious MVP Puppets campaign for Kobe and LeBron throughout the 2009 season.
Present the 3 championships that I myself have won.
This is my problem.
Now, somewhere in this area, I seem to have misplaced my 3 championship
Kobe,
rings.
play a game.
Have you seen
Kobe.
them? I did say there were 3 of them, didn't I?
January 19th, 2009 would be the next time these two would meet. The Cavs were 31-7 and the Lakers were 31-8. This had the makings of an NBA Finals preview, and we were treated to a game that saw Kobe Bryant get the better of LeBron James. LeBron was clamped up for 23 points, 6 turnovers, but would also contribute 4 steals and 4 assists, whereas Kobe Bryant had 20 points, 12 assists, and grabbed 6 rebounds, which would result in a 105-88 victory for the Lakers. I'm sure we all know what would happen at that point. The Lakers would go on to make it to the finals and patiently waited for LeBron and the Cavaliers, but they never showed up because of this guy. The next big game was Christmas of 2009, which saw the underdog Cleveland Cavaliers face off against the loaded Los Angeles Lakers squad. LeBron James scored 26 points and had 9 assists, but he turned the ball over 7 times. Kobe Bryant, on the other hand, scored 35 points, had 10 rebounds, and added 8 assists, but he would only make 1/3 of his shots. The Cavs would win 102-87, and Staples Center would respond by throwing foam fingers on the court. These two would meet once again on January 21st, 2010, and I remember watching this game with a few buddies. I even remember watching LeBron James mouth out the lyrics to Drake's first hit song, Forever. Once again, many fans believed it was time for a Kobe-LeBron NBA Finals. It just seemed inevitable at this point. The Celtics were getting old, the Magic have been stagnant, and LeBron James was in the prime of his career coming off of a MVP season. The Cavs finally got LeBron James the help he needed by dealing for a 37-year-old Shaq. The Lakers would lose against the Cavs in this battle, and LeBron would score 37 points on 25 shots while adding 9 assists. Kobe, on the other hand, needed 31 shots to score 31 points. The Cavaliers would lose against the Boston Celtics in the second round of the playoffs, and this famous scene of LeBron James taking off his Cleveland Cavaliers jersey happened. And 1 month after the Lakers won the NBA Finals, LeBron James would take his talents to South Beach. And when they met during Christmas time, LeBron James was out for blood. So let me give you the lowdown on this situation. The Miami Heat entered this game after winning 21 of their last 22 games. And I remember watching this game as a Laker fan and feeling the wrath of LeBron James.
Overall under open. As James knocks down the three. Their defense.
It has been.
Fires up the three and nails it. James hooks it in. Bryant, tough shot, banks it in. This is one of the highest scoring teams in the NBA. James nets it.
That's a tough guy to hold against.
Bryant for three.
New York City, and he's extremely proud of how far he's come.
James,
But headed for disaster because their habits are wrong.
James powers in. Unstoppable.
So let me give you the lowdown on this situation. The Miami Heat entered this game after winning 21 of their last 22 games. And I remember watching this game as a Laker fan and feeling the wrath of LeBron James. I was in a hotel room with some buddies, and I literally looked at one of my friends as LeBron was thrashing the Los Angeles Lakers for 27 points, 10 assists, and 11 rebounds, and saying, "Our reign is over. We had a good run." Kobe would have 7 assists, but missed 10 of his 16 shots to only put up 17 points. The Miami Heat blew up the Lakers on national television 96-80, and it was extremely painful for me to watch. They would meet 4 months later on March 10th, 2011, and LeBron would have a slow game, missing 10 of his 17 shots, but would have 19 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds this game. That's a slow game for LeBron. Kobe would miss 13 of 21 shots, but scored 24 points. The Miami Heat would beat the Los Angeles Lakers 94-88. Both teams would have their seasons ended by the Dallas Mavericks and would meet in the lockout-shortened season in January of 2012, where once again, LeBron James would let Kobe Bryant know who the NBA runs through. This was prime LeBron James we're talking about here. So he would score 31 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and would combine for 7 blocks and steals, and the Miami Heat would blow out the Lakers 98-87. The game after took place on March 4th, 2012. In a game where Kobe Bryant was referred to as the Masked Mamba, Kobe Bryant went off this game scoring 33 points on 23 shots, while LeBron James dominated by scoring 25 points on 26 shots, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 combined blocks and steals. The Lakers would win this contest by 10, and the next time these two teams would meet would be when the Lakers acquired Dwight Howard and Steve Nash. LeBron would go on to win his first ever NBA championship, and they would meet again on January 27, 2013, with LeBron looking more dominant than ever. Both shot the ball 25 times this game, but LeBron scored 39 points as opposed to Kobe Bryant, who would score 22. Kobe had 1 assist, whereas LeBron James had 8 assists and also added 7 rebounds. It was at this point where it was clear that Kobe was on the decline, and this wasn't an even fight anymore. The Lakers would lose to the Miami Heat 99-90 and would play them 2 weeks later with similar results. On February 10th, 2013, Kobe would have a fantastic game against the Miami Heat, scoring 28 points with 11 of 19 shooting, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists. LeBron would hit 66% of his shots and score 32 points with 3 steals. Miami would win this game 107-97, and these two would not meet again while LeBron was a member of the Miami Heat due to Kobe Bryant rupturing his Achilles tendon. On January 15, 2015, Kobe and LeBron would meet for a fairly interesting duel, where Kobe would dish out 17 assists. LeBron, who was a Cleveland Cavalier again, would score 36 points on 12 of 23 shooting, and would dish out 5 assists. The Cavaliers would win this one 109-102. Their second to last game would be an uneventful one that would feature Cleveland beating the Lakers once again. Kobe Bryant would only make 5 of his 16 shots for 17 points, while LeBron James would dominate with a 33-point, 11 assist, and 7 rebound game. After this game, Kobe would give LeBron James a signed pair of his shoes, and on March 10th, 2016, they played their final game in a storied rivalry, which saw Kobe score 26 points while only missing 5 of his 16 shots, whereas LeBron would score 24 points but also dish out 7 assists. LeBron would go on to win their final duel as well. But who won their overall battles? So let's take a dive into the stats. In 22 games, LeBron James won 16 of them, averaging 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists while shooting 47% from the field in all of their games. Kobe Bryant had won 6 games, averaging 24.6 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists while shooting 43% from the field. Kobe had the most help in the first year of the rivalry and would have a slightly better team during the first 4 years of the rivalry and a significantly better team when the Lakers traded for Pau Gasol. After the Lakers won their second title, however, LeBron was without a doubt the player with the superior team, and significantly more help than Kobe Bryant. But the fact that LeBron's playstyle included getting his teammates involved contributed to significantly more wins than Kobe Bryant. The rivalry was truly a beautiful one because we saw LeBron ascend to the star he is now during Kobe's prime. We saw Kobe Bryant win championships while LeBron won MVPs. Then we saw Kobe Bryant enter the twilight of his career as LeBron began his reign of terror with the Miami Heat. Of the 22 games they faced off, Kobe was in his prime for the first 8 years, whereas LeBron was in his prime for the final 13. Although LeBron technically started playing like he was in his prime from the age of 21, so one could even say that LeBron was in his prime for the final 18 games. These two faced off against each other. So who got the best of who? I'll let you guys debate that in the comment section. So this is the pilot episode of this series, and I would also like to know if there are any other epic duels you would like me to cover. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe because this took a very long time to make. I'm your boy Theflightmike, signing out.